Okay, well, look where we're at. I'm gonna apologize because I'm not great at making videos. Now, I'm gonna run some sort of like a highlight video, I guess, of things to catch you up to the point where you see me at right now, which is I am just about ready to make some drill holes and I think put some toothpicks in place. Those are gonna be like, I guess, guides. I'm not, it's the first time ever doing this. The new format kind of for these videos, I'm not great at making long form videos, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I think in order for me to keep up with what's going on, I can just do these in kind of real time, real time. As I go. I'm gonna run like a montage to catch you up to this point. You're gonna hear my voice currently right now and probably flashing into somebody else's shop. I got one of my real good friends, Ty, from Shock the Fox. I visited his shop. He was kind enough to run me through how to make a neck, basically. Started kind of like hand file things down. He had a cool clamp from Stu Mac that I would love to kind of get at some point because, it was pretty dang handy. So I'm filing away. He's kind of telling me what to do. He's pointing, he's taping things off. We're learning how to curve the neck. I got my other buddy, Mark, there from Streamline Craftsman. He's talking while we're working. What else are we doing? You're gonna flash forward and you're gonna see me maybe shaping the neck on the bandsaw. You might see me paring down the headstock. You could possibly see me on the table saw cutting out the fret board. I'm gonna include some video of me working on the fretboard with maybe the fret saw from Stu Mac that I got a Japanese pull style. Pretty dang handy. I'll go ahead and put a link in the comment section. I am not an affiliate. I get nothing for this other than the fact that I like the saw and it's working pretty good. Anyways, what else are you guys gonna see? Stuff. And now you're back. And now we're working on the fretboard here. I'm gonna try to glue this down as I mentioned. And I think I can put a hole basically through the, first or second, third fret. And then we can go down somewhere yonder, put another hole. We're gonna put them on opposite sides. What we don't wanna do is go too deep because when I go to shape the back of the neck and put that profile on there, I don't want a toothpick to pick out of the back or to peek out of the back, whatever. So that's what's happening. I'm gonna go ahead and mark things out and then I'm gonna draw a center line. That's gonna indicate where my truss rod should be. And then I'm gonna go on, I'm just gonna go on either side of it, but I wanna stay in the middle because that's the thickest part of the back of the neck. Hopefully that makes sense. I really do. Anywho, let's get to marking. And then, we'll magically end up here again. Okay, I'm just gonna draw a light line. Double check my center lines. Clamp it down. Clamp it down. I'm using a, what am I using here? I think I'm using a 5/64 drill bit. Let me double check. Yep, 5/64. I think we're gonna put a little piece of tape on here. All right, here goes nothing. Good Lord, could that be any more crooked? Was I that crooked? Why didn't you tell me I was that crooked? Son of a gun. I think I'm gonna double stick tape this down for now, and then we're gonna trim it. We're gonna route it. Just because I had an issue last time, I'm gonna go ahead and mark around this and cut the rest out with a bandsaw, or cut close with a bandsaw, so we don't get an issue where it snaps back at us again. Went ahead and got that shaped on the bandsaw, so everything is kind of like a mediocre cut. You can see my toothpicks are sticking through here. So that should line things up into the holes. I'm gonna use some double stick tape and, stick it on. This doesn't need to be stuck down like anything super crazy because I'm not taking off a ton of material here. So this might be a style I can kind of keep up with. These little like as I go with the day videos. I kind of figure doing this versus not posting anything at all would be a good idea. But if it's not, you know, that's fine too. I'm going to say that's good enough. All right, I'm not going to show you me cutting it flush on the router. I think you guys get that whole deal. I'll be back again. Okay, I got that trimmed to size. I think we got a good fit here. I think we can glue it down after I cut this end. I don't think you have to overdo it with this stuff. I really don't. I've been woodworking a long time. People get a little crazy with the glue. Just enough to get some squeeze out. Some good contact, good adhesion, and you're fine. Matter of fact, I like to use these little rollers. They work great for glue ups. You don't get all crazy. Nice even. You can use your fingers if you want to. That's also fine. This just leaves a nice even layer. This is a fresh roller, so it'll tend to soak up the little bit of glue first. There we go. This is where we hope everything goes as planned. Oh, almost forgot to take that off. Let's take off this middle piece. I don't think that tape needs to be there. It did its job, right? Protected that. Just throw it on the floor. All right. There's no going back now. Hope we did okay. Find out. Okay. Okay, I am on to carving the back of the guitar neck. You know, that part right back there. This is one that I got kind of practiced on. You guys seen me in a video that I probably shared somewhere. I think I did anyway. Let's hope that I did, because I'm saying it right now, but I was practicing on this one. This is kind of like a blank neck that my buddy Ty gave me to practice on. I did that. And now we're going to try our own. Before I do that, though, I want to put the little, like the fret markers on. I think I want to drill the holes for the fret markers. So I'm just going to, you know, crisscross applesauce, make an X to find my center point in between these here. And then I think I can drill the holes. I'm a little worried about tear out. See if I got a sharp drill bit for those holes. I don't even know what the diameter of the drill bit is that I need. I probably should look that up. Well, we got to do those. I did compare on this Stratocaster behind me where those are supposed to go at, and I think I can do that today. Then I'm pretty positive I can start shaping this neck with some files. It'll be my first time on my own marking things out. I'll just use some tape and do the, you know, that half thirds and all that type of stuff to kind of get your little profile started, and then I can sand it the rest of the way. I'm just going to go with a traditional C shape, not like a modern C shape. I don't even know if it'll be modern or standard. And in my head, it's going to be just standard because I don't know. And then we'll see how it goes. I got some, you know, those little marks on the ends down here that are like, it looks discolored, looks kind of beat up. I had an accident on the on the gosh darn router table. Hopefully I can blend that all in. I don't think you'll see it once it's all in place. I still have to drill the holes for the through bolt attachments because this is a bolt-on neck. Yeah, I guess there's nothing left to do but to start this darn thing, and if I ruin it, I ruin it. But that's not the goal. I don't want to ruin it. I got this far, so onward and upward, I guess. Onward and upward. I got all my fret dots marked out. Those all look pretty dang good. I don't have my drill bit. Waiting for a 3mm, I believe is what I ordered. Some 3mm fret dots just from the old jungle store. Those should be here. Mother of pearl. I don't know if it's real mother of pearl or no mother of pearl. Yeah, it's not real. Probably not real, but it's gonna work for this, what I'm doing here. Next thing I wanna do, because I do have one of these neck rests from StewMax, so I'm not necessarily worried about drilling those fret dot holes out right now while I have a flat reference, because I can always, I can always set it in that, and that'll keep it, sitting steady. What I'm gonna do now is start to mark out so I can start doing this curve. What I did already do, I don't know if you see here on this practice one, I was shown by Ty to cut like a little taper, so I already did cut that on the back. I measured out here, got that cut, kind of see it there, and it kind of tapers up to nothing right in that ballpark there. So next thing I need to do, I think, is start measuring, kind of doing your halves. So I'm trying to make, facets, basically. We'll kind of facet things off until we get something that's sort of round, and then I can sand it the rest of the way round. So I'll do half and half for my first ones, redraw my center line, and then I think it's another half and half, or like a third and a third, whatever it is, but we'll get it. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna start carving this today. I think we can do it. I know we can do it, by golly. All right, so by the end of the day, I'm hoping to have somewhat of a, something that looks like that. A little bit of a shape. Will I get there? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But we're gonna give it the old college try. Okay, onward and upward, I guess, per usual. Okay, I'm just gonna do it at these lines. I think the first one is half and half. So, what have I got here? 3/4 of an inch. Half and 3/4 is what, 3/8, something like that? 1, 2, 3. This is 11/16. 5 1/2/16. Then we're gonna connect those lines. I'll probably be using tape as well, by the way, so that I can see the lines better. That's what Ty showed me to do. Ty knows what he's doing, and I don't. I know where my center line is already on this back, so let's go ahead and get that connected. Pretty important to keep your center lines, obviously. We'll do half from here. This is an inch. That made that pretty easy. And then from here, what do we got? We have 7/8. Okay, now we're gonna use tape. Got this handy dandy tape dispenser from my friends at StewMax. I'm marking it with the tape because I know that you can kind of lose track of a pencil line. And with the tape, it'll be there, right? So, all right, so we got taped around. I did half and half for the very first one. And now I just gotta figure out how to hold this dang thing down. so that I can shave it off. First cuts. Whoa, Nelly. See how this goes. I don't know how it'll go. It's got to go halfway decent, I would think. It would be nice to have one of those like guitar clamps or vices to do this with, but I don't. So, kind of is what it is. All right, see if I can rig something up. I'll be back in a minute. All right, here's what I got kind of figured out. I just cantilevered this piece of wood. I put some felt down to sort of protect the fretboard. I have things pretty clamped down pretty good. Shouldn't move a ton, I'm hoping. This is all clamped down, but we're cantilevered over, and then I'm just gonna, I got these tape lines at half and half, and I'm just gonna try to get these as good as I can with this initial cut, and we'll kind of go from there, I guess, but we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna use a Corse Shinto Rasp right here. Start with the Corse side here. So, I mean, here goes nothing. What is happening today? It's a different day in the shop today. So you've seen where I got yesterday. I think you've seen where I got yesterday or the video before, or I'm not sure where I stopped these darn things. So either you're in the same video or you're magically in a new video. Anyways, doesn't matter, right? Just get to it. We stopped at carving the neck. I used that the Shinto Rasp, the Corse. There's a coarse and a fine side. I don't think, you just use whatever works. But I also use these, I think they're called like a dragon hand cut rasp. I have a coarse and a fine teeth, whatever. I got these from Stu Mac. These work pretty darn good, actually, to be honest with you. These cut nice. So anyways, I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to check those out. I don't get anything for it, not an affiliate or anything like that. I'm just leaving it to leave it. So today what I need to do, I shined like a raking light on this last night. That'll break your heart. It just will. Mine wasn't really broken because I knew this wasn't going to be like perfect using these kind of rough cut rasps, right? We're going to have to blend this in. And I knew I was going to have to blend this in. And this is the detail work that, is supposed to be fun. I think it's fun. I've never done it before, but I mean, it's not rocket science, right? We're just trying to get, a shape. We're going to blend this bottom part of the neck in with the heel down here, make a shape, I don't know. And we're going to blend the upper part in with the top of the headstock, I guess. And we'll just see how it goes. I don't think it's going to be rocket science, like I said. I think it's going to be okay. So that's the goal today, is to do that. And then, either I'll finish the video here or maybe I've started the video at this point. I don't know. And then we'll just kind of see how the day goes. What else do I need to do? I need to cut or drill the little holes that are going to be the fret dots. Those are on order from the old Jungle store. Those should be here sometime today, I'm hoping. Let's get to work, I guess. I'm going to shine a raking light down onto this work over here, and then we're going to kind of start blending things in. I'm out of frame. I'm so unprofessional. Is this better? Yeah, this is better.